We'll go over the course as an overview and continuing with the lecture that we had last time. What's important for students is the assessment. We'll assess the your project based on a number of factors that we'll have and we'll keep in mind. Number one, the originality of your topic. We talk about presentation with the proper and professional use of English, of research material, citation, and overall presentation of the project. So when we talk about number one, which is number one, the originality of the project. Here, we find it very much important to see that there is something new in your project. There is an idea that you want to develop, and there is a message that you want to send. The originality has to do with something new that you present, something new that you find, something new that you discuss, as well as avoiding plagiarism, where we give zero tolerance to plagiarism. Any level, any kind, any amount of a plagiarism leads to a zero, an F in the course. So you don't need to face something like this in a course that you can easily manage with some help. Number two, the presentation, how you present your work. The language that you use, a proper language that you use, a professional language that you use. And be very much careful when it comes to language. Number three, the completeness of the project, which means that you should include all the components of the project that you would like you to include, starting from the abstract, ending with the references. Once you have all these sections written in a very good English, professional English, presented in a very smart way, using the correct citations, most likely you are in safe hands as well. Most likely things will be okay with you at the end with regard to the project and the mark. The grading formula that we follow, number one, we'll give 10 points to live sessions that you attend, that you watch, and 10 points to attendance, coursework and first draft that you submit on time without any delay, 10 points. So if you submit your work on time, i.e. thesis statement on time, first draft on time, and the final draft on time, you will get as well 10 points. Otherwise, you will lose points because of any delay. The final draft will take 70 points. The final draft will be evaluated out of 70 according to the following criteria. 10 points for a completed abstract with a good introduction and with a clear thesis statement. The abstract, very clear. The thesis statement, very clear. The introduction is very clear. You take 10 points. Clarity here means that the point that you want to discuss, the questions that you want to raise and you want to discuss and you want to investigate are very clear. Your idea is very clear. 10 points are assigned to a brief review of literature. Most likely we talk about 2 studies done previously, more than 2 studies done previously, and then how you discuss them and show how they are relevant to your work. Not any kind of reference can be included in your literature review. If it's not related to your topic, then it's not a reference that you should include, and you will lose marks because of including references that are not relevant to your work. The other thing is that you can't include a textbook or a reference in the references that's not used in the text inside your project, in the introduction, for example, or in the literature review or the discussion. So you can't just list down too many names, too many references, and most of them are not in your text. If they are not in the text, don't use them. Otherwise, you will lose marks for this. 10 points for clearly stated research question. My research question, the point that I would like to discuss is, or our questions are so and so. And you need also to show how much or how significant your work is, why it's significant to the field, why you think people should read it, what it adds. You need to show what it adds to the literature or to the field. 10 points to detailed research methodology. We'd like to see what you did or what you will do as a methodology to investigate collecting data, how you gathered data, how you analyzed data. If there is anything that has to do with ethics, ethical consideration, we'd like to have a section for some of the ethical considerations. Simply, for example, if you deal with human beings, you need to have a statement regarding human beings and how you took care of some parts in this case. You need also to show that people agreed, if you collected data from people, agreed that to interview them or to present the results. 10 points are assigned for an overview of the limitations of the study, things that you couldn't do because of some cultural, social, religious, etc. Limitations. So there is a section that you talk about the limitations of the study. 10 points for correct grammar, spelling, punctuation. Again, we'll show that you have spelling, grammar, punctuation mistakes, but we'll not correct these for you. It's your responsibility to do this. And 10 points are assigned for a complete table of contents at the beginning and a well-organized list of references used in the study. So the overview, 10 to 9 points out of 10, excellent. 8 to 7 out of 10, good. 6 to 5 out of 10, fair. 3 to 4 out of 10, lacking. And 1 to 2, poor. 0 is unacceptable. This is the general overview of how we'll go on with the assessment. Thanks a lot. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.